This is a quick review of the prefixes un and in to help you as you get ready for your retake test. So remember that English language is made up of words, and words can be put together using different word parts. So usually we start with a base or a root word, like happy. Now I can add a suffix to the word, which changes it. So I might feel happy, I might display happiness. I can also take that root word, happy, or the base word, and add a prefix. For example, un, which is one of the prefixes we're studying. By adding this prefix, what I'm doing is changing the meaning of the word. There's a big difference between feeling happy and feeling unhappy. So the question then is, what are the definitions of the prefixes un and the prefix in? Well, remember that un means not, and it can also mean opposite of. So let's think of a few examples that use the prefix un. We could be feeling unfriendly. We could undo something. We could be unhappy. And maybe we would unwrap a present. So how do we know when it means not and when it means opposite of? Well, sometimes you just have to use common sense and context clues perhaps to figure it out. So if I'm unfriendly, well, I can't be the opposite of friendly doesn't really make sense as much as it makes sense to be not friendly. When I'm undoing something, it doesn't mean that I'm not doing anything because I'm still doing something. It means the opposite of do. So sometimes girls put up their hair, they do their hair, and then at the end of the day, they undo it. Again, they're taking it apart, so they're still in action, so it has to be opposite of. I can be unhappy, which means I'm not happy. And then again with the present example, think about when you wrap a present, if you unwrap it, you're still doing an action, so this means the opposite of wrap. So now that we've covered un, let's do a few examples with in. In means not, in the case that we're studying it. It has other definitions also, but we're going to focus on not. So can you think of some words that start with in? We could be incomplete. If something could be indescribable. We could find something that is incredible. Or we could describe something as being insane. So what do these mean? Well, incomplete means something is not complete. You haven't finished it or it's not done. Indescribable means it's not describable. I can't describe it. Incredible means not credible. Insane, not sane. So the prefix un can mean not, or it can mean opposite of. And sometimes you just need to use some logic to figure out which meaning makes more sense. The prefix in means not. So perhaps you are unhappy about this insane review, which means you're not happy about this kind of crazy review. But hopefully this was a good reminder of prefixes and how they can change the meaning of a word. So remember, for the purposes of this test and the class that we're studying right now, un and in both mean not. Un can also mean opposite of. Good luck!